Gong Jun's first appearance after the scandal was exposed. He covered his face with a black umbrella and raised his hands to cover his head. The new drama was finished without any promotion. Gong Jun, an up-and-coming celebrity who has been continuously involved in controversies, has been very quiet recently. After experiencing 2 incidents of illegal dining by the crew and personal account overturn, Gong Jun did not even do any promotion for the completion of the new drama. It's no surprise that this final drama is actually I'm Going Against the Wind, which is suspected of violating dine-in regulations. You have to keep a low profile and keep a low profile. Not only did the male protagonist Gong Jun not do any publicity, but the female protagonist Shang Chuxi, the female supporting actor Wu Zuanai, and the male supporting actor Gao's Hiding also pretended that nothing happened. There is no movement on the official blog of I'm Going Against the Wind. The update happened to be on the day when the dine-in incident broke out. The producer of the series who requested information and seemed to want to sue netizens did not reply later. As long as there are omnipotent fans, people will always see the news that should be there and shouldn't be. Although Gong Jun himself and the relevant personnel have collectively remained silent, his fan side is still active and has successively exposed the filming content of many scenes of I Want to Go Against the Wind, including Gong Jun's first appearance after the controversy. Compared to the dine-in incident, the Trump incident seems to have had a greater impact on Gong Jun. Gong Jun's past account was exposed overnight. After one night, his image completely collapsed. The studio clarified and called the police, and it took 2 busy days to stop. During this period, Gong Jun was filming on the set. Judging from the photos exposed by fans, there were still some changes in him. In the photos exposed by fans before, Gong Jun usually holds an umbrella by himself, or looks directly at the camera, or is in a daze. Compared with those celebrities who are fully armed and fully covered every time they go to and from get off work, Gong Jun's attitude has always been very generous. But just after the trumpet incident, Gong Jun showed up again and looked very nervous. He handed his umbrella to someone else to help him hold it and leaned forward to try to cover his face. He also raised his hands to cover his head, and his eyes were still looking at him when he walked out. The crowd glanced around, not knowing what they were looking at. Doing some calculations, if this set of photos was taken the day after the trumpet incident, as fans said, then Gong Jun had just experienced a verification code attack. After his trumpet was exposed that night, someone repeatedly asked for his mobile phone number to verify the account. It belongs to him. No wonder when he showed up the next day, he looked like he was in a state of panic. In fact, the 2 turmoils that Gong Jun experienced were considered major or minor in the entire entertainment industry. Most of the subsequent controversies and doubts were due to improper handling by the stars and the crew, which made the matter intensify. First of all, the crew was suspected of violating dine-in regulations. The surveillance video showed full sound, and the on-site personnel, including Gong Jun and Shang Chuxi, were well aware of Qingdu's rule that dine-in was not allowed, but they did not take it seriously. The post-action handling of the relevant parties was even more outrageous. The crew firmly refused to admit the violation, and Gong Jun and Shang Chuxi themselves did not come forward. Only the studio forwarded the crew's statement, and it was only with persistent feedback from netizens that the hotel was punished by suspending operations. However, even if it was clearly determined that the crew failed to obtain permission for dine-in dining, the 2 stars Gong Jun and Shang Chuxi, as well as the huge crew, did not respond at all, let alone apologize. Judging from the behavior of Gong Jun and others in not doing final promotion, they don't know the consequences, but they would rather avoid it than take responsibility. Judging from the photos taken by the crew exposed by fans, Gong Jun after the dine-in incident looks much better than Gong Jun after the trumpet incident. The second is the Gong Jun trumpet overturn incident. From a Q&A on a forum asking about Tang Xi's data, it was inferred that it was outrageous for Gong Jun to get a girl pregnant during college, but Gong Jun Fang's statement clarified the loneliness and made it contradictory. While admitting that the account belongs to Gong Jun, claiming that netizens violated personal privacy and calling the police to sue for accountability, they also claim that the content such as Tang Xi and insulting Xiaozan and Xiaozan fans were not posted by Gong Jun, but did not provide any evidence. Of course, Gong Jun's fan Barilla made a series of clarifications with a complete chain of evidence, but fans are fans after all and cannot represent idols. Some netizens have mentioned before that today's celebrities are becoming more and more arrogant. They want to attract public attention to enhance their personal influence and make a lot of money, but are unwilling to accept restrictions on public discussion and scrutiny. Gong Jun's 2 incidents have also verified this. trumpet when the storm broke out, netizens still remembered to dine in. If you don't promote it this time, I'm going against the wind will still face doubts when it is aired. Finally, I would like to remind all the stars and crew that everyone who passes by will leave traces. Netizens have very good memories now.